Hi, today I will explain how will you install Linux operating system in your laptop, for example, to practice any lab sessions from your home. For that, it will require any virtualization software like Oracle VM or else VMware that will provide as a virtualization from your hardware. Right now, I am using for the Oracle VM as a virtualization hardware. From that, I am going to install the Linux operating system for that. For that, if you want, we need to use the operation to create any Linux operation. Use the new. In that new, we need to use as a virtual machine name. Like I'm going to give as a RHEL server. That is my virtual machine name. The type we are using selecting as a Linux. From that, we need to use a 64-bit. Next, we need to select that. By default, it will take 1024. Right? It should be as a 1 GB as a memory by default. If you want, we can change it. It will require it. We want to configure the memory itself. Then we need to click on next, create, click on next. By default settings, click on next. By default, it will take 8 GB hard disk. If you want, you can change it by this selecting this whatever. If you want, you can. Right now I selected 50 GB, create it. After creation, that virtual machine created, we need to do some modification on the settings. Click on settings. Here settings, it will show that what are the virtual machine name and system information, what is available. Here we need to select as optical disk as a primary bootable device and hard disk as a secondary bootable device. Similar way, we need to go to the storage. In the storage part, we need to attach the ISO image, like to install as a virtual machine. Click on the empty, then we need to map the ISO image wherever I downloaded from the internet ISO images. Right now I am selecting, these are my download ISO images. Then we have to select this RHEL 7.7 is my ISO image to install my operating system. Then go to network. In the network part, we need to select this host only adapter. From this, we need to select this adapter as a host only, that virtual box. Then we need to select here. Here we need to select allow all VMs to communicate from the operating system from as a Windows machine. Click on OK. After setting, we need to start the installation. Now it detected Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.7 version. Then click on enter. Here it's loading as a data from CD-ROM. That CD-ROM is with the ISO images. Once it detected, it will load the data. Now it's checking the data from the CD-ROM. Once it will get 100%, then it will go to the installation screen. As of now, it's showing this 15%. You can wait until 100%. Now it's gone 100%. Now it's loading the data files. After that loaded completion, we need to do some small settings on the installation screens, like root password and installation media and language selection. That's going to appear going forward in 3 screens. It's going to load it. Now, first screen will come as a welcome. That welcome as screen it should be as a, we need to set up the language. By default, it's selected as a English, US English. If you want, we can change this by selecting this particular languages if you want. Right now, I'm selected US English by default. Then click on continue. The screen it should be as a continue. The second screen it will come to this installation summary. The installation summary will contain this. First one is time zone. If you want, click on this here, time zone. If you want, we can change the time zone. By default, it will select as a American, US time zone, New York time zone. The keyboard layout and installation shows and software selection. By default, it will wait. If you want, we can change it. Right now, if you want means I can select as Indian time zone. Click on the Indian map. It will select this India, Kolkata time zones. If you want to change the settings, just click on OK. Similar way, we need to language supported and installation and software selections. By default, it is selected, but the installation destination it should be as a alert mode. By default, it won't get the automatic. Then we need to set up this drive path. Just click on here. Once again, check this. It will come as a tick mark. After tick mark, we need to use done. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. Then it will go to the all screen is completed. After selection, this selections installation summary, then we need to use begin installation. The installation has been started. It's going to create this on my disk as a LVM partition. Then meanwhile, I'm setting up root password for my system for next line. I'm leaving this. I'm confirming the same root password for that. Click on done. After that, it will take around the installation, preparing the grub2 file system. It's taking around 344 packages to install my operating system. So minimal. It will take 5 to 10 minutes. Then we can, meanwhile, we can watch these screens. Once it will take, then it will ask the reboot selection. Once completed, just be on hold. And meanwhile, if you want the cursor, it should be as an inside. If you want come out from the cursor from outside of this VM, we need to use in the Oracle VM virtualization software. Like if you release the cursor in the keyboard, you have to use right control key. If you press the right control key, now the cursor will out of the virtual VMware virtual session. Now here it's showing this task as a performing the post installation setup task. Means after installing the packages as we discussed in the previous screen, now it's going to set up the installation post installation task for that work. We have hold 2 more minutes. It will come to this. After post installation, it will come up with the reboot. Then it will come up the server. Here installation section also user settings, means here we have one more tab, user creation. If you want, we can create the users, or else we can going forward also we can create the users. Yeah, now is showing here as a completed, and we need to reboot my machine. Click on reboot. If we click here reboot, it will go to the bounce the server. Bounce means it will go to set it and come back to the server. Now it is going to starting this services. From this it detected the kernel also it came as 3.10. Exporting to system. Once it's detected boot devices, it's come to the login prompt. This login prompt we need to provide the username as a root and user password which we are set when installation session. After installation is completed, it will log into login form. After it will give the login shell. From the cell we can interact with this all the commands. Through this commands we can do the administration job as a Linux admin. Now the second topic is first installation completed. Second tab, I need to set up the IP address for this. For that, we need to use IP space here is the command to list the IP address for this interface. Right now, I detected it's a LO. First one is the loopback address. It is internally. For second interface, showing EMP0S3. It's up only. It's not assigning any IP. For that, to set up IP address, we need to use the system configuration file. To edit this, we need to use VA editor. VA space / etc sysconfig network -scripts. In this folder, we have the configuration file. If cfg enp0s3 is the interface. From that, we need to give this. We need to delete it. If in the VA editor, we need to use the dd, and this is also not required. All this not required. We need to delete the lines. Now, if in this interface, these are the basic parameters. We need to provide the IP address for that server. Here, type is Ethernet. Boot proto, it should be as a, instead of DHCP, we need to put the static IP address for every time. Static. Come to here. Next parameter is name. Name is the interface name ENP0S3, and device. We have to choose the device also interface name only. And unboot equal to, if you give no means it will won't assign any boot of the IP address. If you give yes, whenever reboot server also it will come up the static IP address. Next, we need to add one more parameter, IP ADDR equal to, I need to set up IP address 192.168.56.11. Similar way, I need to set up net mask for this IP. Net mask equal to 255.255.255.0. This is the net mask I set up. From this, if we want to use this, we need to use get. For the gateway also, we need to use the IP address for Windows IP address 192.168.56.10. That is the gateway IP address. Just save this file with this. Just put escape. After that, any configuration changes, we need to restart the service. Right now, I edited the network related configuration. Then we need to restart the service through the systemctl is the command. From the systemctl, we need to use restart, and which is the service network, which is the command to restart the network service. Now, after restarting, we need to check whether the IP is available or not. Now here, go and check it. This interface is up only with the IP address of 192.168.56.11. Now it's showing the IP address as configuration done. Then we need to use ping command with this IP address, whether the IP address is reachable over the network or not. 192.168.10. Sorry, not 10. It should be as a 56.11. Try to this. Plus IP address ping. Then it should be showing that IP's configuration is perfect from Linux server side. Similar way, if you want, we can use this and ping the gateway as well. Ping 192.168.10. Sorry, not 10. It's 56.10. That is the Windows laptop. It is also pingable. Then we can go at the IP address configuration from this. If you want change the host name, this is also very important. With the command host name, you should be check the host name. Sorry, yeah, the host name. If you want change this host name, we need to use host name ctl set hyphen host name. This is the command to set this. Right now I am giving this is my host name. For introduction I am giving the server, or else use test server. Okay. Try to execute hostname command, it will show this what is the hostname. Now my server name has been setted and is a server. If you want connect this server as a outside, we have the tool as a putty. Right now, similar way, a Windows mission is there. From this Windows mission, we need to check where the IP address reachable from this Windows mission. We need to use the ping command with the IP address of my Linux machine 192.168.56.11. If pinging means it should be okay, perfect. We are whatever setting IP address. If not means we need to check validate the correct IP address. Now I need to connect my server with the putty tool. Putty is a third-party tool. We need to connect with the remote Linux servers with the port number 28, 22, 56.11. That is my Linux IP address. Then I am opening from the port. Click on yes. Now it connected. If you want, try with login as a root. Try with root password. Same server, same username, password I connected through the putty tool as well with the port number 22. If you want check it, we need to use w command. How many users has been logged in my system? Right now, I'm connected to terminals. Like one is the putty terminal. PTS is the putty terminal. Other one is the TTY. It's a terminal session from console. Okay. Now it's showing this where we are connected from a gateway. Means gateway is nothing but my Windows machine only. That is the connection to establish the Linux machine to Windows laptop or any other. This is the processor to set up IP address along with the host name also. If we show here, the server name is showing the host server, test server only. This is the installation. After installation, we need to set up IP address and we need to set up the host name for that. Then Red Hat 7 version.